Excuse me, young lady. Shouldn't you be doing your homework? Aw, but Mom. But what? Do your math.
Okay.
What's up with Morty?
I can't.
But she can't meet the brakes. Anissa, danger, danger.
I can't. I got a break.
What do you mean you can't?
Look at that.
Hey! I said you should be doing your homework. Can't you focus on anything? Ah!
ADHD, Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, a complex neurobiological condition. According to the DSM, people with ADHD can display one or a combination of 3 patterns: being consistently inattentive, being hyperactive more than others of their age, being impulsive more than others of their age.
Research has shown that video games have both positive and negative effects on cognitive and social development. They can assist with the development of learning skills and academic skills. Playing games can improve executive control, especially inhibitory control, cognitive flexibility, and working memory. Using video games in learning gives students an opportunity for distributed practices of concepts in varying contexts. There is also evidence that educational video games can improve academic performance in reading and math. Unfortunately, video games have negative impacts on development. Children who play video games are reported to have more aggressive thoughts, feelings, and behaviors according to self-report, observational data, and measures of physiological arousal. Playing violent video games also decreases pro-social behavior. Studies comparing violent and non-violent video games found that violent game players donated less to charities, shared less, and took longer to respond to victims of violence. In contrast to the positive findings, research has also found that children who play many video games have attentional deficits, which increase with the number of hours they play every week. However, these effects are greater for violent than non-violent educational games. Most of these negative effects would disappear or reduce drastically if children weren't playing violent games.
There's much more research on the effects of violent video games than non-violent educational video games. Video games are an essential component of children's culture as a visual art form, narrative, and public discourse. To focus on their negative effects and ignore the positive ones means that we aren't tapping into a resource that can sustain children's attention using a platform to develop academic and learning skills. Institutionalized learning is passive and unnaturally separated into disciplines, unlike video games. We need to challenge dichotomies of work, play, game, non-game, real, virtual.
One concern is that games are mindless. Actually, games can be used for learning academic content, and they work with students' strengths and interests, especially students with ADHD. One of our favorite games, Sid Meier's Civilization, can be used for learning academic content, including history, geography, and game design, through custom-based scenarios and curricula. It's not necessary to use very complex games to link to curriculum expectations. A simple game such as Flow can be used to demonstrate science concepts, such as velocity, acceleration, and evolution. Another concern is that games isolate people from each other. However, using digital learning creates stronger homeschool connections because all stakeholders can access the same strategies. The Games Learning Society uses local games that are set in real-life neighborhoods and ecological habitats. These games explore the ordinary environments we live in and can deepen our connections to people and places. According to case studies, playing games collaboratively facilitates learning achievement, metacognitive awareness, and positive attitudes towards learning. Games connect people. Students with autism at Beverly School in Toronto have shown increased communication and social skills when given the opportunity to play video games together on an iPad.
Some teachers may complain that games are too expensive for their classroom. There are many free online games that also have teacher resources. Connect with other teachers and gamers in your classroom or beyond to learn about games that link student interests and the curriculum. Post your own lesson plans to build a community. Try going to tvo.org, where they have all kinds of free games for all elementary ages. Choose ones that are right for your students. How could you implement gameplay into your classroom? 2 or more students can play together to practice pro-social behaviors such as turn-taking, collaborative problem-solving, communicating, and scaffolding. Critically choose the games that you introduce to the class. Use games to practice curriculum concepts and reinforce links to prior knowledge. Critically discuss the games to support the students' media literacy. Explicitly link the games to classroom goals. For assessment, ask the students to log in as a user to track their progress. Have fun and explore!